What would you do if one day you saw a bloody message on the wall that said, "No one gets out alive"? Because this actually happened. They thought the nightmare was over, that leaving the hotel and leaving the fear behind. But then, the photos came back. At first, they laughed, pointing out the strange shadows, the flickers of the light, until one of them noticed her, a pale little girl, standing in the corner of every shot, eyes black and hollow, face twisted in something between a smile and a scream. She wasn't there when they took the pictures. They swear they were alone. But in every frame, she's watching them closer and closer until the last picture where she's standing right behind them.
The cafe was nearly empty. Only the dull hum of the fridge and the ticking of a wall clock broke the silence. Two of the investigators sat across from each other, coffee untouched. What if it wasn't just a trick of the light? One of them whispered. The other leaned in, voice low. I checked the hotel's records. There's no mention of that girl, but there are reports of guests who vanished after using the pool and the basement. They exchanged a look, the kind you share when you both know you've crossed into something you can't walk away from. We didn't see everything. We have to go back. But this time, they'd go deeper into the hotel's basement and the pool that hasn't been touched in decades. They didn't know it yet, but that's exactly where she's waiting.
They thought they had seen it all, but the basement was different. The air down there was heavier, colder, almost like it didn't want them there. Their footsteps echoed in the dark hallway, each sound solid by the silence. Then, one of them froze. A doll, small, dirty, sitting in the corner of the pool room, staring straight at them. They moved on, hearts pounding. Another doll, same face, but in a different place. Didn't we just pass this one? Someone whispered. A faint giggle echoed, bouncing off the damp walls. They turned a corner. There she was, the girl from the photos, pale skin, dark, empty eyes, standing just beyond the water's edge, watching, not moving. The smell of the metal mixed with something metallic. Then came the noises, pipes clanging, a low, rasping breath, footsteps that didn't belong to anyone in the room. The lights flickered just for a moment, and when they came back, she was gone. Something moved in the shadows behind them, a whisper right next to their ears. Leave now. They didn't need to hear it twice. They ran, but as they reached the stairs, one of them turned back and saw her still watching and smiling.
They never spoke of what they saw that night. The moment they stepped out of that basement, they didn't even look back, as if turning their heads might invite her to follow. They packed their gear in silence, hands shaking, eyes darting to every shadow. One of them swears the dolls were gone from the pool room, but somehow, one was now sitting inside their van. Another claims he saw wet footprints leading away from the hotel into the dark forest. None of them slept that night. By morning, they agreed on one thing. They would never return. And yet, weeks later, each of them began receiving the same photograph in the mail. A picture of themselves, taken from inside the hotel.
They never went back, but 2 weeks later, one was found dead, alone, locked inside, with a wet doll on the table. Another vanished, and the last one still whispers the same words every night. She's still in the pool waiting for me. If you ever find that hotel, don't go in, because once she notices you, you'll never leave. Since 1912, this hotel has hosted thousands of guests, with some never checked out. They say the hallways breathe at night, and something watches from the dark. He came looking for answers, but something was already looking for him.
What you're about to see is real. This hotel has stood abandoned for over 3 decades, but its walls have seen more than just dust and decay. In the late 80s, multiple guests vanished here, without a single clue left behind. Local police closed the case, claiming it was accidental disappearances, but old staff members whispered about a girl who was never checked in, yet was seen in the hallways at night. Some say they heard her laugh echoing from the basement. Others swear they saw her reflection in rooms that had no mirrors. These are the only surviving recordings from inside, and no one was a step in case. And since has stayed long enough to find out the truth.